This week there will be 10 categories. Started off first, you'll need a dry erase board. First category, 4 points per correct answer. Just number 1 through 10 will reveal all at the end. Category is Money in the Bank. This category will feature 10 questions about the history of the pay-per-view happening this very weekend, Money in the Bank.
I should have known to study that.
I said last week.
Yeah. Hey, are we doing the attributes?
No attributes, just because it's you three, so I figured just straight up.
The best man wins.
There you
Fucking
go.
Shield triple threat right now.
Before we get too far into it, I do not have the celebrity voicemail yet, so
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
gonna have to be next week.
All right, so we'll get started. Question 1. Several wrestlers have said that they are going to wait until WrestleMania to cash in. Only one person has actually done that, though. Who was it, and which WrestleMania was it? You'll get 2 points for each. Number 2. Which superstar held the Money in the Bank briefcase the shortest amount of time? Number 3. Which superstar held the Money in the Bank briefcase the longest amount of time? Number 4. Which championship has been cashed in on the most in Money in the Bank history? Number 5. 4 men have cashed in their contract in WWE history and failed to win the title. For 1 point each, name the 4 men. Okay, moving on. We can go back to some questions. Let's move on to number 6. 23 days before this man successfully cashed in his briefcase, he won the World Heavyweight title after cashing in. Only the title had to be returned because the champion wasn't cleared to compete. Who was it? I wanted to do. Next question. 4 men have been in 5 or more Money in the Bank ladder matches and never won. For 1 point each, name the 4 men. All right, we can come back to that if you need to. In number 8, in addition to winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, this wrestler also had to defend their briefcase twice over the time that they held the contract, both done successfully. Which wrestler was it? All right, number 9. In this weekend's women's Money in the Bank ladder match, there are 4 competitors who've never competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match. For 1 point each, name the 4 women.
I don't even know who's in the match.
Then number 10 for this category. Aside from Money in the Bank itself, what pay-per-view has seen the most Money in the Bank cash-ins? There are 2 answers in this question, so I'll accept either one. Any others? No?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
All right, let's go through them. Good, Mike?
All right.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Number 1, the person that cashed was Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 31.
Boom.
Just 1 point
You
altogether.
get 2 points if you did you put Seth Rollins at 31?
Yeah.
So you get 4 points.
Ooh.
Everything is 2 points each.
For that question. Because there's 2 answers. All right, number 2, the shortest amount of time was Kane.
Yay.
Held it for 49 minutes.
So that's
How
3
long?
points then.
For
49.
how many points?
Oh, 4.
That's worth 4 points?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of points up for grab tonight. Number 3, superstar that held the Money in the Bank briefcase the longest was Carmella, 207 days, a week longer than Edge. The championship that's been cashed in on the most was the WWE championship. 10 times, 8 times
50
successfully.
days.
Poor World Heavyweight.
Damn
Motherfucker.
right.
All 3 of you, yeah. Number 5, the 4 men that have cashed in their contract. So you get 1 point per each of these. John Cena, Damian Sandow, Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman.
Woo!
Wow.
Was stuck on Braun.
I didn't even remember half those guys winning.
23 days before this guy cashed in successfully, he won the title to have it reversed. That was Daniel Bryan.
Wow. I completely guessed. All right.
That's +4.
4, yeah. If there's one single answer, it's worth 4.
Okay.
That was a toss-up.
Yeah, he cashed in on Mark Henry. Teddy reversed it because Mark Henry, I think he was wearing like a boot or something. 4 men have been in 5 or more. That is Chris Jericho, Shelton Benjamin, Christian, and Kofi Kingston.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Each.
I got
1
3.
each. Which one did you miss?
I missed.
Jericho. I had Matt
Actually,
Hardy.
I was really surprised when I saw Jericho.
I put Jeff
Jericho was
Hardy and had no third answer. Kofi Kingston, though. Duh. Come on.
Yeah.
Jericho was just my last guess. I don't know.
I
You
got
got four?
Shelton.
I got all four of you.
Oh, nice. In addition to winning the briefcase, this wrestler had to defend their briefcase twice. That was Dolph Ziggler.
Definitely not getting that one.
Put Punk.
He
I
beat
put Punk for 3 different answers. He was none of them.
I put Cena. I thought it'd be Cena or Punk.
Dolph defended against Cena and Jericho. Won them both.
All right. If you go 4 for 4 on this one, you get a bonus point.
There are
I
four
just
women
put four
that
I know are in it.
I kind of want to hear your guys' answers without reading them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Asuka, Tamina, Nikki Cross, Nia Jax.
Okay. You
I
got 2
went
points.
Shayna, Brooke, Nia, Asuka.
You got 3.
I said Asuka, Tamina, Dana, and Lacey.
You got 2. So it's Asuka, Shayna, Lacey, and Nia Jax.
Who's in the match?
Those 4, Carmella and Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke's been in 2 already.
Tamina's not in the match?
She's fighting for the title.
She's fighting for the title, yeah.
She was a singles match?
Yeah. I almost put her down too, and I remember she's fighting Bailey.
I just thought she was feuding with her to like.
No, they're pushing the hell out of her.
Wow,
She's
okay.
beating the hell out of Sasha for like the last 4 weeks.
She
She did
surprisingly
have a funny
hasn't
Twitter
been.
video.
Huh?
She did have a funny Twitter video. It was the most character I've seen out of her.
Oh, then nobody's meaner.
She actually hasn't been terrible, and I'm also comparing that to her other stuff that she's done, not the other women. So
Yeah.
And then number 10, aside from Money in the Bank itself, what pay-per-view has seen the most? Tied with 2 each, SummerSlam and Extreme Rules.
When
say one.
SummerSlam and TLC.
So you get 4 points because you got SummerSlam. You only need 1 answer. All right, so possible 4 for each. You see, it's out of 40 points.
Oh my God. That's embarrassing.
24.
31. I banked on those sets of 4.
14.
That was a tough one.
There is. Let me read the description first. In this category, I'll play 20 to 30 seconds of a WWE's Mario Paint theme off of YouTube. After the 20, 30 seconds, after I'm just going to play it through. When the video plays, it'll say like number 1 while the song is playing, and it'll transition to number 2. So you'll know. So if you don't know one, just put a little star next to it, and we'll go back to it if you need.
Are we numbering these then?
Yeah, so number 1 through 10.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
So it's just, I think it's like 4.5 minutes. I'm just going to hit play, and then when it's done, if you need any replayed, I can do that. Otherwise, I'll just go back to
Got it.
my screen. All right. Ooh,
We should all mute then.
Yes.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, I got you. Oh. Okay. Share screen. Put a thumbs up if you could hear me right now. Mike, thanks. Pete, can you hear me? Good. All right. Here we go.
I had missed 6 when we did it. That's why.
Okay.
And then I just numbered everything wrong. So I was like, what?
Gotcha. Okay, let me.
Hopefully I have these in the right place.
Are these 4 each as well?
These are 3 each.
Okay.
Okay, starting it off. First song that you heard was CM Punk. Number 2 was Kofi Kingston. Number 3 was Dolph Ziggler. Number 4 was The Undertaker. Roland.
Mm.
Pete, I think you got that in like 2 seconds. Not even. Number 5 was Victoria. Number 6, by far my favorite one ever made, was Naomi.
Ah.
I fucking love that one. Number 7 was Mr. Perfect. Number 8 was Stephanie McMahon. Number 9 was Chris Jericho. And the last one was Randy Orton. So 3 points each.
24. I missed 4 and 9.
Taker and Jericho.
21.
21.
21. Okay. All right. Category 3. You'll need a dry erase board. It is closest to the pin. Category will see a subject introduced, and you'll put all your guesses on your dry erase board. 5 subjects in this category. Each one's worth 3 points. All right. Every answer, or the theme for this one is the WWE title. So the first question.
5 questions, sorry.
There's 5 questions. Yeah, you're gonna do one at a time though.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
read it. You guys will show, and I'll see who's closest.
I'm going to mute because I'm munching on food.
First one. The amount of times the WWE title has been won on Monday Night Raw. Correct answer was 14, so Pete takes it.
Oh,
Off. Yeah, he's off by 6. Yeah. So he gets 3. Yeah, 3 points per answer. All right, number 2. The combined days of Bruno Sammartino's 2 WWE title reigns.
yep.
All right, flip. 4,500, 999. Correct answer was 4,040. So Pete takes that one as well.
That was the one where I was off by 3,000. There you go, Chris.
6 days.
All right, number 3. The amount of men that have held the WWE title only one time. Ready? Flip. 32, 12, 6. Correct answer is 24. Mike takes that one. He's off by 8.
That's the only way I get points is by default.
Number 4. The amount of years since Buddy Rogers became the first ever WWE champion. 3, 2, 1, flip. 65, 48, 68. Correct answer is 57. Chris is off by 9. Mike's off by 8. Mike takes that one. Last one. And this one I'm looking for a year. The last calendar year, the WWE title did not change hands.
Yeah.
Good. Mike's good. 3, 2, 1, flip. 2012 is the correct answer.
Fuck. I changed it from 12 to 11. It was
1
Punk,
and
right?
11, lost
Punk,
the Rock in January.
I thought he lost it to Punk in 2012.
I don't know.
He lost it in 2011?
Money in the Bank was 2011, and then he lost to Rock in January 2015.
Well, he re-won it in Survivor Series of 11.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little gap in between. So Mike gets 3, Pete gets Mike gets 6, Pete gets 6, and Chris gets 3. All right, category 4, 3 points per correct answer. On March 17th, 2008, John Cena and Randy Orton were forced by Triple H to compete against the entire Raw roster in an elimination tag team match. If Orton or Cena would have walked out of the match, Orton would have been stripped of the title, and Cena would have lost his WrestleMania 24 title shot. For 3 points per correct answer, list Orton and Cena's 17 opponents from that night. You'll have 4 minutes to write down the 17 names. Don't write more than 17. Write up to 17, and then for everyone you get right, you get 3 points.
Well,
Say the year again.
2008. All right. So I will read off the 17 men that were in the match. For everyone you get right, just put a check mark next to. Everyone you get right will be worth 3 points each. The 17 men were, in alphabetical order, Brian Kendrick, Carlito, Charlie Haas, Cody Rhodes, D.H. Smith, David Hart Smith, Harry Smith, whatever you want to put, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hardcore Holly. Him and Rhodes were tag champs at the time. Highlander Robbie.
Oh God.
Yes.
Wow.
What?
Does Highlander 1 and Highlander 2 count?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody knows their names.
Yes.
But only one of them was in it. So,
Oh, okay. So I get it once. Okay.
yeah. JBL.
I'll take it.
JBL was the last one. Lance Cade. Paul Burchill. Santino Marella. Snitsky. Super Crazy, who got eliminated during commercial. Trevor Murdoch. Umaga. And Val Venus.
I'm way off on my timeline.
All right, next category, we're going to need the chat. So you guys will type in your names. That's how you'll buzz in for this one. This category is 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. I'll give you clues. Every answer for this one. So the theme for this one is groups, stables. So every answer will be a group or a stable from the last, I'd say 20 or 30 years or something. I'm trying to see what I put on here. Yeah, about, I'd say, 25, 30 years. Everyone is a popular one that you know of. I'll read a few. If you get on the first one, it's worth 5, down all the way to 1. To buzz in, just type in your name in the chat, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
How many, Joey?
There's 5 of them. Just type your name though in the chat. So, first one for 5 points. The majority of our team members are related, but through marriage. Chris.
Foundation.
Incorrect. Okay. For 4 points. Stephanie McMahon put us together. Okay. For 3 points. 2 of our members have been a champion, but the third could join that group by the end of this weekend. For 2 points. All 3, Mike.
Team Bad.
Team Bad, correct. Remaining clues were all 3 of us were in the SmackDown Live Women's title match at WrestleMania 36. And for 1 point, our team name is an acronym, but is a great way to describe one of our members.
Do I get that for 3 or 2?
You get that for 3. I didn't start reading the 4th one yet.
All
right. Second group. For 5 points. We have had multiple runs as a group, but our most recent did not include every member. Okay. For 4 points. Every member of our group has been a world champion. Mike?
Evolution.
Evolution is correct. Hold on really quick. Got these 2 in the mail.
Nice.
I've got that from WWE Shop. I ordered them Wednesday and they came today.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't even do any expedited shipping or anything.
So much for non-essential mail.
Yeah, right. And then I ordered Batista and Randy off of Amazon.
Cool.
Because they don't have them on shop. All right. Third group. None of the members of our group are currently active. None of the members of our group are currently active in WWE or AEW. For 4 points. This group spanned over 8 years and multiple companies. Mike?
The NWO.
Incorrect. 3 points. While none of our competitors are still active, the person we are named after is still on weekly TV. Okay. For 2 points. We have one member in the history of our group that has ever main evented WrestleMania. And for 1 point, Paul E. and Louis were each a manager at some point.
What?
I have no idea.
Oh,
You have a guess?
The Dangerous Alliance?
Correct.
What?
named after somebody who's
Paul
around.
Dangerously.
Paulie Dangerously.
Uh,
Group was named after him.
Were they in ECW too?
Yes, yeah. That's the last incarnation of it. It was AWA to WCW to ECW.
Are there any NWO members that are still active?
Big Show. Yeah, sort of.
Scott Steiner.
Group number 4. Our group has 4 members, never more, never less. Okay. For 4 points. We were only a group for 7 months, but we missed almost 2 months of that while filming a movie. For 3 points. The only significant win our group has had was beating the acclaimed team of Goldust, Damian Sandow, Jack Swagger, and Zack Ryder in an 8-man tag on SmackDown. All right, for 2 points. None of us has been a main roster world champion, but one of us has won the NXT championship. All right, for 1 point. 3 of us have been released from the company. 2 of the releases coming in the last month. Chris?
Wyatt's?
Incorrect. Pete, Mike, anything?
The OC.
Incorrect. Mike, anything?
Top guys.
No. Correct answer was the Social Outcasts.
Oh, come on.
Who's that?
It's Slater, Axel, Bo Dallas, and
I
Adam Rose.
remember now. Yeah.
All right.
Who's the fourth one?
Adam Rose.
Oh, right.
Last one.
Forgot about that group.
This group had 12 members in it, but at its best, there were 4 or 5. Okay, for 4 points. 3 of our members have been a world champion, but none of us won the title while we were in this group. Mike?
Nation of Domination.
Correct.
Wow.
you.
Yes.
The first one. Shut up. Get out of here.
What'd she say?
She came and sneezed that I was a loser.
Really?
Yeah. Pete and Chris have 70 each. Mike's got 61.
Hey.
Not bad.
All right. Category 6, everybody's favorite, top 10.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to write down all the names. I'll give you all the names on the left. You're going to rearrange them on the right. The list you'll be rearranging this week will be a list of the most pay-per-view matches in NWA and WCW history. I will give you the wrestlers, and you will have 3 minutes to rearrange the list, with number 1 being the most. You'll get 2 points for each wrestler in the correct slot and 1 point if you have them one slot away. Here's the list in alphabetical order. Number one, or first person, Booker T. Up next, Chris Benoit. Diamond Dallas Page. Hulk Hogan. Kevin Nash. Lex Luger. Ric Flair. Rick Steiner. Scott Steiner. Sting.
Wow.
This is
Go.
fucking hard.
Go.
It's easy when you just guess.
Yeah.
Is this the thing where you get a point if they're one off?
Correct, yeah. 2
So
points
two
if
or
they're
one, right?
2 if they're in the right spot, 1 if they're adjacent.
Okay.
All right, in 10th points, I'm sorry, in 10th place, which might screw up a lot of lists, Hulk Hogan.
Ooh, close.
Not too far off, actually.
Okay. Number 9. Oh, sorry, Hogan at 48. Number 9 with 51, Chris Benoit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Got that one.
Right above him with 52, Kevin Nash.
I had those three at the bottom, but I had Hogan and Nash flipped.
7th place with 61, Booker T.
Oh,
Ooh.
really?
Just missed it.
He was my number one.
He's my number one.
Yeah.
Number 6 with 62, Rick Steiner.
Nice.
Yeah. 3 if they're in the right spot?
2 if they're in the right spot.
2.
Number 5 with 65, Diamond Dallas Page.
Switch these two again. Watch.
Number 4 with 68, Scott Steiner. Number 3 with 73, Ric Flair. Number 2 with 75, Lex Luger. And number 1 with 94, Sting. All right, so we can move on to category 7. So this will be dry erase boards. We'll do this one at a time. There's 5 answers in this category. 4 points per correct answer. Category is called What a Botch. In this category, I'll give you an event or moment where a famous botch happened. After I explain the scenario, you write down your answer on a dry erase board and reveal your answer all at once. So we'll do one at a time. Number 1. On August 19th, 2013, on Monday Night Raw, the original Sin Cara dove through the ropes and ended up breaking his fingers on a tope suicida. The referee called for the bell after Sin Cara was deemed to not be able to continue, but his opponent would not stop kicking him in the back, causing referee Rod Zapata to have to physically restrain him. Who was Sin Cara's opponent that night?
Yep.
Flip.
I'm writing on. Sorry.
Swagger, Hunico, Jericho. Incorrect. Correct answer was Alberto Del Rio.
Oh,
All right.
I think he
Stop kicking him in the back.
He just kept kicking him in the back of the head. It's like, come on, man, stop. Number 2, WrestleMania 8 saw Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice face off in the main event of the evening, and the night ended when the Ultimate Warrior returned to the company, saving Hogan from an attack. In between those 2 events, what WWE superstar missed their cue to come out and attack Hogan?
Come on.
Caused the disqualification of this match.
What kind of question is this?
Flip. Correct. Papa Shango.
What's out of the question? Right after the one where I don't know this.
Yeah, no fucking way. Come on.
Number 3. Speaking of Sid, just moments before facing Diesel at the first ever In Your House pay-per-view, he was interviewed about his upcoming match and about proving the skeptics wrong. After messing up the very first sentence and asking for a redo, he was told that, "We're live, pal," and he had to keep going. What legendary WWE announcer was the one interviewing Sid during this promo?
Wonderful.
Good. Flip. JR. JR is the correct answer.
I'll say this
I didn't say
for
JR.
Sid. His
I know you said Oakland.
feud-
Oh, okay.
Sorry, getting off track.
They're good. Number 4, 2 weeks before Night of Champions 2010, the anonymous Raw GM forced Edge to wrestle an over-the-top rope challenge match, and Edge won even after his opponents stepped over the top rope on their own, seemingly eliminating themselves, but the match continued and Edge eventually won. Who was his opponent that night? Ready?
It's going to be a judgmental category right now.
Kali is the correct answer.
Damn
Yeah,
it. I'm burying swag.
Who's like stupid enough not to know wrestling?
Yeah, who's the dumb big guy?
Okay, last one for this
Kelly, if
category.
you're watching this, I think you're great. Love what you're doing in India.
Amazing.
Keep it up.
Sorry, I can't travel here.
How great would that be if he's our one follower? outside of the group? Okay, last one, number 5. As time passes, most people might need a second to remember who actually won the Greatest Royal Rumble. But everyone will always remember the most famous part of that match. Sprinting down to the ring to enter the match, Titus O'Neil tripped over himself and went flying under the ring apron. What number entrant was Titus on that fateful night? For this one, closest to the pin rules will apply.
Fuck you.
All right, category 8, 2 points per correct answer. This is called the name game. In this category, I'll give you the questions and the answers. I'm going to give you 10 wrestlers and 10 real names. You'll then need to match them up together. Each correct matchup will give you 2 points, up to 20 points in this category.
All right,
You'll write the wrestlers on the left, the real names on the right, and you could draw a line from wrestler to real name, grade school style. You'll have 4 minutes to complete this once I finish giving you the real names. So first list I'm going to give you is all the wrestlers. Okay, so just write it all on the left. The first one is Elias.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Montez Ford.
Fuck.
Not his name.
Angelo Dawkins.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know who that is.
He's with Montez Ford, the tag champ.
Oh, okay.
Number 4.
D'Lo Brown.
Yeah. Number 4, Murphy. Number 5, Xavier Woods. Number 6 is Tyler Breeze. Number 7 is Adam Cole.
Baby!
I actually know this one, thank God.
Number 8 is Braun Strowman. Number 9 is Chad Gable. And number 10 is Austin Theory.
Hey, yo, this would be so funny if we had to come up with what's their real
Oh.
I thought Buddy Murphy was his name.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so now on the right, I'm going to give you them their names alphabetically by their first name. The first name,
Whoa.
Adam Shear, and the last name is spelled Scherr. Might be sure.
Fuck.
Okay, the second name, Austin Jenkins. Third name, Austin Watson.
Come on.
The fourth name is Austin White. Austin White, like the color.
Oh, God.
fucking attitude era, baby.
Stone Cold.
Number
Austin.
5 is Charles Betts, Betts.
Oh, man.
Number 6 is Gary Gordon, Gary Gary.
Gary Gordon.
Number
I hope that's Dawkins.
Number 7 is Jeffrey, and then the last name is Sciullo. Sciullo.
You
SCI.
Ullo.
Free.
Number 8 is Kenneth Crawford.
Why would you change your name?
That's a great name.
yeah, you're set.
Just change that C to a K.
Now, number 9 is Matt Adams. And number 10 is Matt Clement. Clement, like the Cubs pitcher.
I'm gonna need some time.
Give you 4 minutes. So here is the answer key. First up, Elias. His real name is Jeffrey Sciulu. Scialu? I
Sure,
don't know.
he was a Gary.
No.
Okay, so I got 2 wrong.
Montez Ford is Kenneth Crawford.
I crossed that.
All right, I got that right. So that's plus 2.
2 points, yeah, if you get someone right. Number 3, Angelo Dawkins with the least intimidating name of all time, Gary Gordon.
Oh my god.
Homeboy needs to change his name.
Hold on, I got it.
Legally.
He's Angelo Dawkins.
Murphy is Matt Adams.
Hey,
Damn it.
Hell yeah.
got it.
Xavier Woods is Austin Watson.
I knew he was
would've got that
an
wrong.
Austin.
I'm so mad.
Tyler Breeze is Matt Clement.
Didn't know that.
See that?
Ooh. Got it.
Adam Cole is Austin Jenkins.
Nope.
Braun Strowman is Adam Scherr. Chad Gable is Charles Betts.
Got that.
And Austin Theory is Austin White.
All right. 2 each?
2 for every correct answer, correct?
6.
I got 10.
10.
Good job. All right, category 9, 3 points per correct answer. Title of this category is Battle Rap. This category is all about battle raps that have happened inside and outside of a WWE ring.
Nice.
There will be 10 questions in this category. The first 5 will be lyrics from John Cena battle rap opponents, and the final 5 will be basic trivia questions. Number your board 1 through 10. No?
Okay.
Yeah, number
Sorry,
your board.
you answered.
We'll reveal them after the round's over.
So 1 through 5 are opponents of Cena.
Yes, 1 through 5. I'm gonna read lyrics that they said to him. Let me see if I include. Okay, when I'm done, there's one that I have to say that is questionable.
Oh boy.
I didn't include it in this, but it's like I wanted to include his stuff, but I was like, I'm not putting that on fucking YouTube or
How
anything.
many people
No.
battle rapped him?
So many.
It's not a lot.
So these are opponents who have actual battle rapped him?
Yeah, or
Okay.
rap towards him.
Okay.
Okay. First one. You better step off because we ain't friends. I'm moving on up like the Jeffersons. You don't scare me. No, no, no. I may suck, but you just blow. Number 2. Hey, Cena, you think I'm jealous of your fortune and fame? Well, you talk like Snoop Dogg, but you look like Corey Haim. So after the draft, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, JR or Michael Cole, I will be champion because that's how I roll. Yeah, I think. All right, number 3. See, we old school thug in this game ain't new to me. Boy, I ain't scared of no Eminem wannabe. I've been raising the roof since the age of 3, from New York to Cali, all the way back to the Big D. All right, number 4. Yo, John Cena, your match at Backlash might have put you on the map, but what you're telling these people, it ain't nothing but crap. You must be blind, dog. I bet you can't see this clock. But they seen it, and I'd seen it. You got beat by Brock. Then number 5. Yo, dude, I done punked you out all over town. What you gonna do about it? I'm 500 pounds. Nah, dog, you can't see me. In the ring, I'm better than you on the stick. Matter of fact, my finger is bigger than your...
Oh boy.
I was waiting for that one.
You're gonna
Number
need
6. These are just straight up questions. This man shoved Heath Slater into a wall at WrestleMania 28, but Heath got his revenge years later when he was schooled by Bo Dallas in a rap battle on Monday Night Raw. Number 7. The New Day and the Usos had an All-American rap battle on the 4th of July in 2017, and it was emceed by what rapper? Number 8. The Bella Twins, Carmella, and Alicia Fox teamed up to battle rap 4 of the stars of Glow on what TBS TV show? Number 9. John Cena's rapper gimmick came to fruition because Stephanie McMahon heard him rapping on a tour bus and wanted him to bring it to TV. On the Halloween edition of SmackDown in 2002, who was John Cena dressed as, cementing his gimmick change to Doctor of Thugonomics? And number 10. The New Day, The Usos and Naomi, Dolph Ziggler, Sasha Banks, R-Truth, and Carmella have all appeared on this Nick Cannon MTV freestyle show. Pete, you good or you need a second?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, correct answers. The first one was Kurt Angle.
How many points?
3 points for each answer. First one was Kurt Angle. Number 2, the That's How I Roll. That was Christian.
Oh, mother.
That was his old catchphrase.
Yep.
Damn.
Sounded
No-
familiar.
number
Like,
3,
a shirt like that.
the hint in it was I've been raised in the roof. That's this guy's taunt, Rikishi.
Hell yeah.
That was Booker T.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That was like my least confident answer too. Wow.
Number 4 was Brian Kendrick,
Ah,
aka Spanky.
I thought MVP when you said the clock.
Oh, okay.
I put Bull Buchanan. Didn't they have a thing?
He was out there for the Rikishi one. Then the last one, that was a pretty easy one. That was the Big Show.
I can't see Peter's thing. Is that
Yeah, he put his
okay? All
what do you
right.
call it? He's turned his video off for a minute. Okay, the guy who shoved Heath Slater into a wall, that was Flo Rida.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That was a guess too.
I like Florida.
Bo Dallas demoralized him with the freestyle rap. And that it's more it was corny, but his response was so bad.
Really?
He forgot his lines, it barely rhymed.
I only guessed that because I knew WrestleMania 28 was in Miami. And I was just trying to think of a celebrity.
I thought it was Rock. I could have sworn he did a thing with them.
Gotcha. The New Day and Usos, the MC that the rapper that MC'd it was Wale.
Ah,
You said Lil Wayne, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I said Lil Wayne. Yeah.
I don't know.
Number 8, the TBS show is Drop the Mic.
That's what it's called.
Number 9, the the Halloween episode, he was dressed as Vanilla Ice.
My first ever concert was to see Vanilla Ice.
Really?
Vanilla Ice and the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I think you told me. Yes. And then the last one, the Nick Cannon MTV Freestyle Show, Wild and Out. 3 points per answer.
I got an MTV question.
I knew Chris would get that one.
12
I
points.
didn't realize how many people were on that damn show.
I started noticing that too, like through clips that more and more people. New Day didn't really do anything. I got 18, by the way.
Okay.
I saw Sasha was on some of them. Ziggler, I didn't watch the Ziggler one, obviously. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do, but
I mean, he does like stand-up comedy, which is sort of the thing. Pete, what did you get? Here, let me unmute you. Oh, no.
I got 15 on that. I missed Ms. JBL Christian. I put Snoop Dogg against Bo Dallas, and then I put Flo Rida in the very next answer.
Oh,
Oh, really? All right. Going into the last round, let me double check that my math is right. 2.
yeah, your math's right. I'm in last.
Oh, no, that's wrong. Hold on. 10, 28, 44. Chris has 116. Pete's got 107. Mike's got 103. All right. So since there's only 3 of you for the Elimination Chamber, we'll do whoever wins it will get 10. Whoever comes in second will get 6. Whoever goes out first will get 2.
Wow.
So right now, Mike, you were in last. So give me a number 1 through 4.
1 through 4. Today we're going to go with number 2. Big money.
Okay. So this category is in your house pay-per-views.
oh,
There are 27 of them.
Really?
Yeah. So just the subtitle of each one. We will go. So Mike will start. Then we'll go Mike, Chris, Pete.
It's going to be tough. Okay. Good.
Yeah, Mike, you could start.
Bad Blood.
all right, there goes that one.
Correct. Chris.
Beware of Dog.
Correct. Pete.
Canadian Stampede.
Mother-
Correct. Mike?
Fatal 4-way.
Incorrect.
Cool.
Chris?
Buried alive?
Incorrect. Pete, if you get it, it's 10. If you miss it, it's 2.
Rock bottom.
Correct.
And it was final.
Oh, wait. Sorry. What did you say, Chris?
He said bad.
Buried alive.
Okay, I'm sorry. Buried Alive's right. Buried Alive is right.
Fuck.
I had it on the wrong spot. Sorry. Buried Alive is right. And then Pete, Rock Bottom is correct.
Yeah, but I just gave one away because you told me I was fucking on it.
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you say anything.
I honestly didn't either. Oh, yes, I
thanks
did,
for
because you told them what the correct name. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
In your house, Degeneration X?
Correct.
Final 4.
Correct.
Oh, you did say that.
Back to Chris.
I don't know.
Okay, Pete for 10 points.
Ground Zero.
Correct.
Wow.
So Chris gets 6. Pete gets 10.
Oh, okay.
This one will be fun. The category is NWO members. This is according to Wikipedia.
According to Wikipedia.
This is the one where I'm off by like 20 for certain reason.
So this includes WCW, NWO Japan, and WWE, and celebrities. I will say one thing because Wikipedia is very vague about how they put this. They have Ric Flair as like an associate. It was WWE. I think he was like the commissioner at the time.
Is it NWO or is it both incarnations of the NWO?
NWO Black, NWO White, NWO Red, NWO Elite, Hollywood, everything.
Okay.
Not LWO though.
Not LWO.
Not L. Is that if that was your question? Not the LWO.
I'm always for the LWO.
I think there's 60 or 61. If we had LWO, it'd be up to like 80 or 85, and I'm not doing that. All right, Chris, you were going to start.
I'm going to go Hulk Hogan.
Correct. Pete.
Nash.
Correct. Mike.
Well, if they said them, I got to say Hall.
Damn it.
Chris. And I'm out.
Scott Norton.
And one. Pete.
6.
Correct. Mike.
Can I clarify? If he said 6, does X-Pac, is he off or did they have him twice?
No. If you change your name and you were in it, then you're only on it once.
Okay.
So X-Pac /6 is yes.
Okay.
So if anybody else has been in there with 2 names, they're only on here once.
Got it. Okay. Macho Man.
Yes. Where are you at? Correct. Go. I'm sorry. Chris.
Conan.
Correct. Pete.
Buff.
Correct. Mike.
Vincent.
Correct. Chris.
Let's go with Luger.
Correct. Pete.
Sting.
Dang.
Correct. Mike.
Dusty.
What'd you say?
Dusty.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh.
Correct. Chris.
Scott Steiner.
Correct. Pete.
Rick Rude.
Mike.
Kurt Hennig.
Chris.
Horace Hogan.
Pete.
Booker T.
Correct. Mike.
The Giant.
Correct. So that eliminates the Big Show as well. So anyone, that was what kind of was insinuating that earlier. Chris.
Shawn Michaels.
Pete.
Nick Patrick.
Correct.
Nice.
Mike.
Dennis Rodman.
Correct. Chris.
Eric Bischoff.
Correct. Pete.
Brian Adams.
Correct. Mike.
Miss Elizabeth.
Correct. Chris.
Bret Hart.
Correct. Pete.
VK Wall Street.
That's what yeah, Michael. Okay. Mike.
Stevie Ray.
Yes. Chris.
Jeff Jarrett.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Big Bubba Rogers.
Is that Boss Man?
Yeah.
Okay. Mike.
Ted DiBiase.
Chris.
Medeja.
Correct. Pete.
Shit. Masahiro Chono.
Correct. Mike.
Great Muda.
Correct. Chris.
I know Beefcake was. I don't know if that was his name.
I'm fine with giving it to you. Yeah.
No! It's gotta be. I'll
If
give
you
it.
don't want to give it to me, it's fine.
No. It's fine.
Correct.
What was his name?
Disciple.
The Disciple.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
jacked, too.
Yeah.
All right. Pete.
Ron Harris.
Correct.
My next.
Mike.
Don Harris.
Son of a bitch.
Chris.
Literally on my list.
I'm out. I don't know.
All right. Pete.
Spicoli. Louis Spicoli.
Correct.
Good one.
Mike.
Gold Dust.
YouTube or Wikipedia doesn't have him on there.
Remember he did the NWO paint.
I think
But
he
I
was
don't
trying to
think he
get
was-
in, and they wouldn't let him in. I'm sorry. Pete.
Fucking another technical.
Disco Inferno.
Correct.
All right.
Move on to the next one. Pete, you can pick number 1 or 2.
2.
All right. So there are 20, 24, 25, I think. This is wrestlers that have main evented a Madison Square Garden pay-per-view.
Sorry, can you say what's the category?
Wrestlers that have main evented Madison Square Garden pay-per-view.
Okay.
Let me count them really quick. 1, 2. There's 28. Pete will start, then we'll go Mike, then Chris.
Bret Hart.
Correct. Mike?
Shawn Michaels.
Correct. Chris?
Triple H.
Correct. Pete?
Chris Benoit.
Correct. Mike?
John Cena.
Correct. Chris?
Chris Jericho.
Correct. Pete?
Hulk Hogan.
Mike?
CM Punk.
Incorrect. Chris?
RVD.
Correct. Pete?
Roddy Piper.
Correct. Chris?
Booker T.
Correct. Pete?
Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Correct. Chris?
Yokozuna.
Correct. Pete?
Mr. T.
Correct. Chris?
Kane.
Correct. Pete?
Steve Austin.
Yep. Chris?
Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Mankind.
Correct. Chris.
The Rock.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Brock Lesnar.
Incorrect. Chris for 10.
Roman Reigns.
Incorrect. Okay. 2 more categories. The first one will be Royal Rumble runner-ups. Runner-up. Runners-up? I don't know. We'll go. Who started the first one? Mike will start this one. Then Chris, then Pete. All right, whenever you're ready, Mike. Royal Rumble runner-up.
John Cena.
Yeah, correct. This includes women as well. Chris.
British Bulldog.
Correct. Pete.
One Man Gang.
Correct. Mike.
Did Justice.
Correct. Chris.
Let's go Big Show.
Pete.
Roman Reigns.
Correct. Mike.
Mr. Perfect.
Chris.
Triple H.
Hold on. I screwed something up. Okay. Mr. Perfect, yes. Triple H, yes. Pete.
Rusev.
Correct. Mike.
Orton.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
Kane.
Correct. Pete.
Santino Marella.
Mm-hmm. Mike.
Macho.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Macho Man.
Already said.
Fuck.
Mike.
Undertaker.
Correct. Chris.
Rollins.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Mike.
Stone Cold.
Correct.
Mikey.
Last category is playable characters in WCW NWO Revenge.
No! Hold on. I gotta get a new dry erase.
Great.
So these are just anybody, any wrestlers.
That you could play with. There are some valets in there that you cannot play with. That's somebody you could select from the start category or start screen to have a match with. There are like 60 something, 50 something.
I believe there's 60 exactly, isn't there?
Hmm?
I think there's 60 exactly.
Was it? I didn't count when I did this. All right, Chris is going to start, then Pete, then Mike. WCW NWO Revenge, playable characters. Chris.
Hogan.
Correct. Pete.
Luger.
Correct. Mike.
Goldberg.
Correct. Chris.
Sting.
Correct. Pete.
Giant.
Where are you at? Okay, the Giant. Mike.
DDP.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
Savage.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Disco Inferno.
Correct. Mike.
Scott Steiner.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
Booker T.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Glacier.
Correct. Mike.
Rick Steiner.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
Mysterio.
Mm-hmm. Pete.
Chris Benoit.
Correct. Mike.
Stevie Ray.
Correct. Chris.
Kevin Nash.
Pete.
Scott Hall.
Correct. Chris, or I'm sorry, Mike.
Raven.
Hold on, I just fucked something up. Ravens, correct. Chris,
Jericho.
correct. Pete,
La Parka.
mm-hmm. Mike,
Eddie.
correct. Chris,
Saturn.
yep. Pete,
Alex Wright.
mm-hmm. Mike,
Scott Norton.
yes. Chris,
Malenko.
mm-hmm. Pete,
Mortis.
yeah. Chris Canyon Mortis. Mike,
Buff Bagwell.
correct. Chris,
Hugh Morris.
no.
Okay. Yeah,
Pete,
BCW.
Wrath. Or Wraith.
Wrath, yeah. Mike, that's fine. Yeah.
Juventud Guerrera.
Mm-hmm. Pete,
Sick Boy.
correct. Mike,
Scotty Riggs.
correct. Pete,
6.
no.
Ah,
Mike,
Psychosis.
correct.
such a good game.
Great game.
Final scores, very tight game. Mike in third place with 133. Chris in second place, 138. Pete in first place with 141. Good job.